It's a Child's Play reboot. It's happening. We're going to break it down right now. Jeff Snyder, this is a shared story with Horace Kitt over at THR that we are breaking right now, and it looks like MGM is rebooting Child's Play. Is that correct? Break it down, Mr. Snyder.
This is something I've been tracking for a couple of months at this point. We've got Lars Klevberg, who directed Polaroid, that Dimension Films horror movie that has never been released.
Right, it was pulled from release back in
with all the
October 2017.
Right, it bounced around the calendar for a lot, for a long time. Anyways, he's going to be directing the Child's Play reboot from a script by Tyler Burton Smith, who wrote Kung Fury.
Kung Fury, oh, interesting.
Yeah, he also did the Quantum Break video game.
Okay.
It hails from the producers of It.
Yes, sweet.
David Katzenberg, Seth Grahame-Smith, love those guys. They're producing, while Aaron Schmidt is going to be executive producing. There's no cast confirmed at this time. Now, that is kind of an interesting detail because obviously Chucky, Child's Play, has been synonymous with Brad Dourif for a long, long time now.
Right, so we're going to get maybe a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of reboot where, you know, Robert Englund was synonymous with the part of Freddy Krueger.
Right, and they recast.
But we got a recast, so are we going to get a recast here, you think?
Well, I can't say for certain because I want to be responsible in reporting it. You know, just because no cast is confirmed at this time doesn't mean they couldn't make a deal with Brad Dourif. But Brad Dourif is getting up there, you know? And I think that if this movie really wants to distinguish itself from the past series, there will probably be a new voice.
I would vote for that, personally, as a horror fan and somebody that... You know, the original Child's Play is fine. It never landed with me like completely as a horror fan. I would love to see something a little different, a little darker, I mean, you know.
Darker than Child's Play? This movie's pretty dark, the original.
It's
like,
fine.
Before it got all jokey with, like, the Chucky one-liners, that original was pretty dark.
That's kind of where I'm going with that. Yeah. You know, and same with Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a lot of similarities in this.
So MGM is doing this under its Orion Pictures banner, which I believe, you know, that they used to put out Silence of the Lambs and a whole bunch of great movies.
Right,
yeah.
Oh,
and then they got restarted.
That Orion.
Right, they came back with the Belko Experiment, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen Belko yet.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. Check that out. So basically, they're calling it the Kazlan Project or something. I don't know why the Kazlan Project. I don't know what that has to do with anything. No one is named Kazlan, as far as I can tell in the story. But I assure you that according to our sources, the Kazlan Project is a Child's Play reboot. Production is going to begin in September in Vancouver.
Okay.
So, like, I just want to, get the facts straight. This is Lars Klevberg directing a Child's Play reboot from a script by Tyler Burton Smith, Katzenberg and Grahame-Smith producing. No cast confirmed, no plot details or anything like that. Production this September in Vancouver. Those are the facts. For anything else beyond that is speculation, which is essentially, are they going to recast?
Right.
Does it have to be Chucky? There's no. What my sources are telling me, it doesn't necessarily have to be Chucky. Could it be a different doll?
Could it be a different doll made by the same little tot?
Could it be a female doll? Could it be a black doll?
Sure.
I have no idea. But
how about Don Mancini, the original creator of Child's Play? Is he going to be involved?
That's a great question, Riley.
Yeah.
And why I chose you to do this video, because you're such a great horror buff. Like,
I'm a horror buff,
yeah,
and I know Don.
You know your stuff. You know Don Mancini.
Yeah, I know Don Mancini.
So then
he worked out of the same gym as me.
So then why don't you answer your own question? What did Don Mancini do recently in the last week or two?
What did he do? I don't know.
You missed the announcement?
I missed the announcement.
He went on Twitter and announced a Child's Play TV series.
Oh,
okay,
that's right.
So it is my belief, I suppose, Don Mancini must be doing a TV series while MGM extricates the film rights or something. I mean, they must have the rights if production is already gearing up in September. That means people are already working on the movie, designing sets, etc.
Okay.
So MGM and Orion are going to go its way as far as the film goes, and it sounds like Don Mancini, if he can, is going to try to get a TV version off the ground.
Okay, this sounds very familiar to an Evil Dead remake with Fede Alvarez and the Ash vs. Evil Dead in canon from the Bruce Campbell going on a TV show on Starz kind of angle. We're going to keep it there right now. We don't know if Don Mancini is involved in the new reboot, but we do know that a reboot is happening of Child's Play. Guys, out there, what do you think of this idea of a reboot of Child's Play and the director of Polaroid helming this? Haven't seen Polaroid. Not a lot of people did. Drop those comments in. Do we need a Child's Play reboot? Do you want it a little more dark, gritty? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I want to hear from you guys. Like and share this video.